Good morning, everyone. It's Tess, and today is tip 98. And since this week I've been looking at and talking about and researching like protein, carbs, and fats, I thought I would look at macro balancing because that's something over the past few years we all hear a lot about. So I guess first off, I should say good morning. I just jumped right in. So good morning, everyone. I hope you have a beautiful Sunday. And today I'm going to just talk about macro balancing. What I found interesting about macro balancing is I didn't find any articles in some of the big, like the Harvard Medical, the Cleveland Clinic, those type of things. I imagine there may be some, maybe they just didn't pop up when I was looking. But what I did find is some articles in Healthline, and kind of what it referred to as macro balancing is a new idea. It's something that's only been in the news, so to speak, for the past couple of years. So for those that don't know, macros are amounts of things that you get large amounts of each day, which is protein, fat, and carbs. So macronutrients are protein, fat, and carbs, and then micronutrients are like your vitamins and your minerals, those kind of nutrients. So in some of the articles I was reading about fat, carbs, and protein, it was talking about, how much you should have. And macro balancing is where they kind of take a look at these protein, fat, and carbs and try to decide if there's a perfect combination that will help you to make your weight loss journey faster. And Healthline had a couple of studies that were talking about looking at like higher fat, lower carbs, and was either case more successful in weight loss. And they had a first study. The first study was with 600 overweight people, and they actually studied them for a year. And what they found is that they had like two groups, and one they reduced their fat grams to 20 grams a day, and the other one they reduced their carb grams to 20 grams a day. And they, after 2 months of being really rigid to that 20 grams, they allowed them to slightly increase it to try to find what was their sweet spot, what was the least amount that they could consume a day and be comfortable. And when they followed these two groups, they also had them reduce their normal calorie count by 500 to 600 calories a day. And they followed both these groups for a year. And what they found at the end of that year is that whether they reduce their fat carbs or whether they reduce whether they reduce their fat grams or whether they reduce their carb grams, their results were very comparable. There was only a 1.5 pound difference in the average ratio of the two groups. So they didn't find that getting rid of fats or getting rid of carbs was any more beneficial. It seemed to them that it was the getting rid of additional calories. I know that in the article I read yesterday, fat will, based on how your body absorbs them, fat will go faster. But this study was talking about reduced calories. So they had a more reduction in their calories for the day. So again, this first study, they found that it was the reduction of calories. That's what seemed to trigger the weight loss for these groups that they studied. There was another study done, and it was 645 people, and they were putting them at 40% fat, 40% carbs, again, a reduction in calories. And what they were finding is they did ranges like 32% to 65% for protein, and then like fat, they might have ranged at 25 to 15%. They kept playing with the ranges for these people to try to find out if a certain type of macro balancing would be beneficial or increase the amount of weight loss. And again, on this study, they found that it was the reduction of calories. It wasn't whether it was fat that you reduced in your reduction of calories or carbs that you reduced, but they were finding that you had to reduce the number of calories. So I think that's probably something we all know. I mean, if you're eating 40% of your diet, if you're eating 40% of your diet in carbs, then you're eating 3,000 calories or you're eating 1,000 calories, your results are going to be better with the lower calories. And that's kind of what this study found. It's all about reducing what we eat. We all wish there was an easier way, but I think that's basically what they're finding. I do think that there was something with what I found yesterday with fat. If you're consuming high amounts of calories a day, your body is going to turn the fat into fat faster because you're not able to use it as energy. But it was basically talking about, and this kind of will explain why too. They did go on to say in this as well that calories don't completely explain the story, which kind of contributes to what I said yesterday, because they were talking about how calories are not created equally. And we kind of all know this. They were looking at and this is a picture to think about. They were looking at 100 calories of broccoli and 100 calories of a donut. And a donut is like high fat and high sugar content. And they said, if you were to eat 100 calories of broccoli or 100 calories of donut, your energy, the amount of energy that you have, is the same. However, the effect of these things, which is kind of what I was learning in studying the carbs, protein, and fat, the effect that it has on your body is different. And what they were kind of trying to explain it so you could see it is, and this is a picture I'll try to remember, 100 calories of broccoli is 4 cups of broccoli. 100 calories of donut is half a donut. And what they were trying to say is that we all know that if you ate 4 cups of broccoli, there's more nutrients, there's more fiber, it's going to take you longer to eat it, and it's going to stay with you a whole lot longer. So that is definitely, like we all know, a better quality of calorie consumption. The donut, they said you could eat that donut, it's going to give you 100 calories of energy, but you're not going to have any fiber, you're not going to have the kind of nutrients, and probably within a couple of minutes, you're going to want to eat the other half of the donut, where if you're eating 100 calories of broccoli, you're going to be spending some time to try to consume that because you're not going to be able to plow it down like you would a donut. So they do talk about, while the best weight loss has been connected to a reduction in calories, you do want quality calories because those quality calories are better for your body. You may get the same energy from 100 calories of either one, but the vitamins and nutrients, and maybe like looking at the micronutrients, you're going to get better quality in that part of your diet if you're looking at the quality of the calories you're consuming. So I guess it is back to a lot of what we've always known, but it's kind of interesting for me to study this because it gives me pictures. You know, I do agree. If I ate half a donut for 100 calories, or I ate 100 calories of broccoli, 4 cups of it, I'm going to last a whole lot longer on 4 cups of broccoli than I would on half a donut. And yes, they're probably right. I'd go back and grab the other half a donut and then still have room for the broccoli, or to start the broccoli. But I guess I just wanted to share. These are just things I'm looking at, trying to see where some of these fad diets come from, seeing what may be what may be fad, what may be an increase in knowledge because of technology providing us more useful tools, and what things I can do to just keep my body as healthy as possible as we go into the months and years ahead. So I hope you found something useful. I hope you have a beautiful Sunday. I can see we have a really pretty blue sky. It looks like it might storm, but it's a beautiful day. Enjoy it. Spend some time with your family and friends and have an amazing, amazing day. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you guys so much, and enjoy your day. Thank you.